Alright, welcome to the demo of my project called Password Manager. Over here is the executable jar file, which the user will open. So let's double click that. And Password Manager window should appear right here. Okay, so the first point on my starting success criteria is that the program should have two options on the starting screen. One for user to log in and one for user to register. So in this case, if you're a new user, you would register, and if you're an existing user, you would log in. So let's create a new account as a new user. Say Bob, password being 123, and register. And now I've made a new password manager account. So if we let's log out. So now that Bob's an existing user, we can log into his account. So Bob123, and yeah, log in. So first success criteria is completed. Next one should be able to add our new password. So let's try that out. Add a new password. Let's say google.com. Username Bob. Password 123. Yeah. Save that password. And now a pop-up window should appear prompting the user for their master password, which in Bob's case will be 123. We need this. This is implemented for security purposes. So yeah, there you go. Now the password is saved after Bob enters his master password to confirm that it is him. So let's go back to the manager, and yeah, you see the website we just saved for google.com. Next up on the criteria is that we should be able to view and edit passwords. So let's select google.com, and it says over here select the website google.com, and we press view/edit password. Take a look, and yeah, we can see our username and password for google.com, which is Bob and Bob123. So now let's test the edit functionality. So let's say let's change the username to Joe and the password to 321, and that save changes. Again, prompting for my master password, so I'll enter 123. Go back, change the save, and let's check the manager. Okay, let's select google.com and see if the changes were saved. And yeah, changes are saved. Now your new username is Joe, new password is 321. Let's go back to the manager and move on to the next success criteria. Yeah, the program should be able to display the websites in alphabetical order. So let's add a new password. Let's say apple.com. Username Bob, password Bob, and save password. Prompt for master password 123, and back to manager. And now you see the list is sorted in alphabetical order with apple.com being on top because A comes before G. Okay, moving on to next criteria. Okay, the program should be able to support multiple users. So if we log out of Bob's account and actually before that we can test the login screen. So for example, existing user, let me log in as Joe. So notice here Joe does not exist. He's not a user in the password manager program. So the program should say that the username and password that the user entered is invalid. So if I click login, it should say that. And yeah, username and password is incorrect. Try again. That it says that because Joe obviously doesn't exist yet. So let's create a new user, Joe. Password same thing, 123, and register new user Joe. And let's log out of Joe's account and see if we can still access Bob's account. And yeah, still able to access Bob's account, so the program can support multiple users. Okay, so next up we'll test the account lock screen feature. So if we go to apple.com and let's say edit password and change it to something random, press save changes. Now here's the password prompt. It says you have 5 attempts left. So I'll enter the incorrect password 5 times, and to test if no when it locks me out of my account. So let me just enter something random. 2 attempts left, 1 attempt left, and now I'm locked out for, in this case, 15 seconds. So during this 15 seconds, I can't interact with the interface. And when the timer runs out, I can enter my password again. This is implemented for, of course, security reasons. So if I enter the correct password now, it should go away. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, and the changes I've made over here were saved. Moving back to manager. Next success criteria is testing out the delete functionality. So let's just say I don't want apple.com anymore. Let's delete it. Again, enter my master password, and yeah, prompt saying that the password was deleted and the list is updated as well. So now there's only one password on Bob's account. Okay, next up on the success criteria is yes, the text files. So password manager for security purposes encrypts all user data. So okay, let's take a look at the text files. This is where I believe Bob's information is stored. Of course, you can't tell it's Bob. It doesn't say Bob. It says gtg.text, so it's encrypted. Even the file name is encrypted. So let's take a look inside the file. And yeah, even if someone opened this file, they have no idea. They wouldn't know how to make sense of this data. It's all encrypted and random. So yeah, this keeps users' information secure. Let's get out of that. And yeah, I think I went over all the success criteria. And yeah, I think that's it. And I guess I'll log out of Bob's account. So yeah, thank you for watching this video on this demo of Password Manager. And yeah, this is it.